Right then, that was a bit of Bruno Mars with, what was it? Gorilla. You're listening to Lewis Thorp here on your big midweek talk show. And this next topic is a big issue, and some people could find this a bit emotional, or this is one of the big topics now. So I did tell everyone that we will have some alright topics to talk about, some emotional topics to talk about. So we're going to talk about euthanasia. So if you don't know what euthanasia is, it's basically defined as the practice of ending a life prematurely in order to end pain and suffering. It's also sometimes called mercy killing. It can fall into several categories. Voluntary euthanasia is carried out with the permission of the person whose life is taken. Involuntary euthanasia is carried out without permission, such as in the case of a criminal execution. The moral and social questions surrounding these practices are the most active fields of research in bioethics today. Many Supreme Court cases, such as Gonzalez versus Oregon and Baxter versus Montana, also surround this issue. So yeah, euthanasia. This can touch on many people's lives. So if this does if this does touch on your life in some way, like if you know someone who has done this, and feel free to do whatever to get help, because I would love to help people who have gone through such hard times. So yeah, people have there are two topics: for euthanasia and against euthanasia. Now, let's hear some people's thoughts on this. Someone says, if a person is in a lot of pain, and they are going to die, then it is justifiable if they are killed, not in a non-brutal way, of course. Someone says, note that I have no intention of making use of this right, no matter the circumstance. And someone says, can't people just die in peace? Many are needlessly condemned to suffering by the chief anti-euthanasia argument that murder might lurk under the cloak of kindness. And someone says, you legalise euthanasia, then you give the government the right to kill the sick and the elderly. Someone says, aiding suicide. And someone says, life is too precious. Voluntary is a slippery slope to involuntary. Euthanasia is degrading to human life. It is immoral. Their laws are subjective. It will lead to more disturbing forms of euthanasia. It is not that voluntary, and there are no convincing arguments to legalise it. So, what do you guys think? Should euthanasia? Are you for or against euthanasia? What do you think? What is your position in this whole euthanasia thing? Right, we will touch on more topics after this next song. This is Coldplay with Fix You.
you try your best but you don't succeed, when you get what you want but not what you need, when you feel so tired but you can't sleep, stuck in reverse, and the tears come streaming down your face, when you lose something you can't replace, when you love someone but it goes to waste, could it be worse? Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. And high up above or down below, when you're too in love to let it go, but if you never try you'll never know just what you were. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you. Tears stream down your face when you lose something you cannot replace. Tears stream down your face, tears stream down your face. I promise you I will learn from your mistakes. Tears stream down your face, lights will guide you home and ignite your bones, and I will try to fix you.
Right then, that was a bit of Coldplay with Fix You. You're listening to Lewis Thorp here on the Midweek Talk Show. Our next topic is about something that I'm very familiar with, and this is autism. Now, the thing you may not know about me is that I'm autistic. And also, I'm going to try and get UKFM throughout April. We will be raising money for the National Autistic Society. That's going to be great. Hopefully, we'll be sending out goodies for everyone who's donated. So if you can't wait until then, I will be giving out my Just Giving page. If anyone asks, can we raise money early? So yeah. The first topic about autism is, should teenagers be taught about autism in schools? And no one said no. Let's see why people have said yes. Teenagers should be taught about autism in school, just as they should be taught about many neurotypical and wait, let me try and say that again. Teenagers should be taught about autism in school, just as they should be taught about many neurotypical psychological disorders. Autism and other psychological disorders are often met with fear and malice, when they are only different ways of perceiving the world, or illnesses that should be treated with respect. Someone else has said, teenagers should be taught about autism in schools. Nearly 1 in every 88 children now have autism spectrum disorder. It is not completely understood as to why this happens, and the various patterns of behaviour can be difficult to manage. It is pertinent that teenagers, as well as all age groups, be aware of autism and the symptoms thereof, not only to help understand this affliction, but so that they may be more comfortable and accepting of those individuals on the spectrum. In doing so, it opens up the doors for others with mental and developmental disabilities to integrate easier into the society without the ignorance that is bestowed upon them. And the next topic about autism is, should people with any type of autism be put into a mental institute? This is a debate between two people in this. So let's see who you believe. There's a con and a pro. So here we go. People with any type of autism should not be put into a mental institute because of their disability. People with autism grow up to lead great lives. Autism spectrum disorder is a range of complex neurodevelopmental disorders characterized by social impairments, communication difficulties, and restrictive, repetitive, and stereotyped patterns of behaviour. Someone said, the next person says that they will argue that people with dangerous types of autism should not be placed in mental institutes for rehabilitative care. You have the burden of proof to show that no one with autism, no matter what the severity, should be placed in a mental institute. People with any type of autism should at least have the chance. Well, the next person says people with any type of autism should at least have the chance to live their lives before people make them go into a mental institute. So you believe that someone with an extremely severe form of autism and murderous tendencies should